What's up, guys? Today we're going to go over what exactly the map is for the loot spawn, and let's just go ahead and jump right into it. On this map, you have a few different things on here, and at first glance, it can kind of seem like it's really complicated and you can't really read it very well, but it's like the normal map if you were to just press M on your keyboard when you're in the game, and it's just highlighted around some specific areas where it's going to be better for you. You have high percentage loot, which is the red. That's high risk, high reward. What that means is a lot of players are going to be going there off the airplane. Even if it's not even close, you're going to have people getting in cars and driving over there because the loot is so great. So you can go there, just know you're going to have to fight, and you're going to probably have to kill a couple people in order to get most of the stuff. The next one down is yellow. That is a medium risk, medium reward, and it's relatively okay for 3 to 4 people if you run as a squad, but it can vary based on the RNG. The ones you really want to stay away from if you're in squads is the blue areas, and that's low risk, low reward. It's usually safe, so if you're people who are inexperienced, I suggest going here first, getting a nice base, run around, get the understanding down of the game, the mechanics. That way you're able to go after people, and heck, even go there, get a rifle or shotgun or something at least. That way you can always practice shooting at people and not just dying immediately. If you're someone who's new, you want to stay away from the red and maybe the yellow zones, but especially if you're in a squad, you want to stay towards those even if you're new, or you're going to run the risk of not finding a lot of loot for you to get. Next, we have garages. The garages are really nice because that's how you get vehicles. If you've ever ran in the blue, then you know it takes away your health, and all it takes is a couple shots from someone who's waiting for people running from the blue to pick you off, and it's not safe running across large open areas of land. High percent gun loot. Places where you're going to find guns over 90% of the time. Now, I know in this next update for tomorrow, they're going to change a couple things. You're not going to find umps as often. You're not going to find scars as often. So you just have to keep that in mind whenever going to these places. It says guns, so you can't expect the cream of the crop and sniper rifles everywhere, but you should be expected to find something to defend yourself later on in the game, or heck, even right there if you're dropping around people. Next are vehicle spawns. These are possible locations where vehicles can spawn. The upside to garages is they have a high percent chance of spawning the vehicles that you would want, whereas with these other spawn areas, it's not going to be as high of a percentage, so it's going to kind of vary based on the map and what spawns in where, but you have a high likelihood of just running to a road, trying to find one of those spots and find a car fairly easily. Boats. I believe boats are really, really underrated because if you have to cross the bridge, so many people set up bridge traps and they can shoot you out of your vehicle in an instant, especially if you're playing in squads and you're all confined there. What you want to do is you want to sit there, think about it, and get into a boat, then cross. It's not as fast, but you can go anywhere in the water with the boat and you're not confined to that bridge. So it's a really nice. I would be lying if I said this map was current or up to date. It's really kind of the only one that we have around. That's why I wanted to go over this and kind of explain what everything was. There have been a couple different changes here. The garage no longer spawn 100% vehicles, which kind of sucks, but it's still a high rate. So you just need to make sure you find a garage if you're really hurting for a vehicle. They added the bunkers to this and everything, and I love the bunkers, but it's kind of iffy. If there are people down there and they already have guns, then you don't want to take it, because I've taken out an entire squad just by getting down there early and getting a gun. Added more vehicle spawn percent markers. They added a few more boat spawns. They added Zari bunker. It's east of Zari. Changed the hills to East Hill. Added South Hills. Improved loot visibility. The stroke around circles in some locations. Overall, this is the map that everyone goes by. This is the map my group and I go by, and I think it's going to be the best option for people to kind of look around and see what they want to do. Obviously, you want the high loot, but with that comes the high risk of dying super early. So if you're newer, stay towards the blue or the yellows possibly, depending on where the plane is and if you see anyone around you. And if you guys are seasoned veterans or you're just wanting to find some of the better guns that you haven't had a chance with yet, go towards the red. You might die, but it's also going to give you a lot of experience. And that's one thing that I never mind, is dying early a few games, trying to get warmed up, get some experience behind your belt, and then pushing forward either with a team or with a partner or by yourself and just get better at the game. No one ever expects you to be the best person in a game when you first start out. I definitely wasn't. I know my friends weren't either. So it's just something you have to grow and become better at. It's all situational, but hopefully this map can help you out. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.